Hello! It is time for my week 3 garden tour. I still don't understand how a week has passed so fast. Sorry, it is so bright outside right now. My eyes are not quite adjusted to the sunny weather, but let's take a look around the garden because so much happens in a week. Let's start off seeing some of the little critters. We've got the quack quack quackers. Yes, they're very quacky. I'm gonna give them some food. They're happy now. Hey, no flying. We're trying to teach them no flying. Stay in the enclosure. No flying. Those are our rules. All right, let's check out the strawberry and big giant weeds bed. Looking good. Got some blooms on the new ones I planted. Some of the other ones are greening up. This bed potentially might be moved all together because right behind these two beds, I have an area that I'm going to put some in-ground plants, some squash and, well, whatever I really feel like. So I might move this bed out of the way. Just replant those strawberries again. They should be fine. This bed's looking beautiful as always. Huge garlic, lettuce, beautiful sage blooms bringing the bees. Got some apples on my little apple tree. Potatoes, whoa. Already ready for another plank and more straw. These guys are going strong. Over here we've got onions and lettuce and kale and some Swiss chard. I think this bed could use some fertilizer. So that's kind of my project this week, is to add some fertilizer. The cherries I've been picking and man, they're pretty much done. So thank you, first cherry tree ever, for some delicious cherries. To the left, we've got the brassicas, the kale, the cabbage, the broccoli, spinach, chives, the corn and the pumpkins, and look at that. We've got some blooms. And I planted some corn kernels that are coming up. So hopefully there'll be sort of a spread of seasonal corn. And these pumpkins are happy, and I put a little sunflower in the middle. This bed, I think all these beds needs fertilizer, and so squash though is starting to grow. Ground cherries kind of similar in size as always. So I think as it heats up, this bed's gonna get going. Here's some exciting things. We've got sunflowers blooming. This is the first zinnia starting to bloom. And some dahlias in the back are really growing. Zinnias, like, this is gonna be super pretty. I'm excited. You won't believe what's going on in the wildflower garden. We are blooming, and it's already really pretty. We've got this pretty orange one, some whites, some burgundies. This one's gonna be blue. So this is really starting to get exciting. Really pretty. We've got the berries. These are the golden raspberries. They're very sweet, delicious. Here's a red raspberry. These are the service berries, which have multiple other names I've learned. And blackberries. lettuce, herbs, cucumbers, hoping the heat takes them, and the peas. Holy peas. These are taller than me now, like 6 feet tall. I almost can't even reach the peas at the top, but they're just crazy. But so fun, and getting like a good amount of produce like now from them, which is fun because last summer I didn't even have a garden at this point. So everything is a bonus. The sweet peas that smell delicious. And then the beans and marigolds. Marigolds looking close to blooming. Beans looking good. Everyone's thriving. Here's this little bean shot. Peas. Here's some peas. Oh my goodness. Tomatoes, peppers. I mean, these are just gonna take longer. Oh, looks like we have our first nasturtium bloom. Ooh, pretty. And they're edible flowers too. Here's another one. But the real reason for having these is that they are beneficial and they like attract insects to them instead of the tomato plants, and they also deter certain pests. So this is really, it's really nice to fill the beds. This is one of my wind chimes, and I actually got it when my grandmother passed away last summer. And I like to think every time it chimes, it's like her saying hi. So she's obviously saying hi. Over here are the blueberries. Looks like these beans are really starting to climb and get some little blooms. I think these are scarlet runner beans. So they should make beautiful flowers and climb up the trellis. Mustard greens are growing. There's another shot of blueberries. Got some radishes on the other side. Probably could still thin a lot of those out. Here's the tomatoes growing. This bed's looking good. And this is the climbing black-eyed Susan, vining black-eyed Susan, which it's kind of a low grower, but at least some pretty blooms. So remember last week I showed you these beans were just starting to come up, and look at them now. These are the pink potted beans, which is going to be really pretty. More beans. The peas are so big that they're pulling the trellis actually. It's pretty glorious. Here's another one of my fun wind chimes. It's a little teapot. Some more pink potted beans and peas. These ones are starting to bloom. How exciting. And the front flowers. Really pretty. Baby's breath growing well. The wagon. And the need to be whacked bed. Thanks for watching.